Hi there guys, so Anthony Joshua has explained he would be happy to take an £8 million cut in order to fight Tyson Fury behind closed doors. This is what he had to say. If Eddie Hearn said he managed to secure the Tyson Fury fight, but it's behind closed doors, I would take it. If I don't take it now, then I don't think Tyson Fury will be around by the time this all comes around again when big hall shows are available. I have to take the opportunities while they are there. Economically, I am taking a big hit. Like the rest of the world, I would definitely fight for the love of my sport. And economically, I've got that hunger in me. Even if I drop $5 or pounds, I'm turning back to pick it up. I'm never too big to earn a buck. 100% I would fight for 8 million less. 100% I would take that opportunity to fight at the drop of a hat. So there we go guys, Anthony Joshua is clearly interested in fighting Tyson Fury. I think that is the fight he wants. He's not really interested in his mandatories Kubrat Pulev. I mean, Alexander Usyk is a different prospect, unbeaten cruiserweight, undisputed cruiserweight champion coming up, so that gives Anthony Joshua a little bit more motivation, but Kubrat Pulev, I don't believe Anthony Joshua is really interested in. Obviously, he's going to be prepared because he knows what happens when you're not Andy Ruiz Jr., so he's going to be prepared for Kubrat Pulev, but he wants that Tyson Fury fight. I think that rematch with Andy Ruiz Jr. in Saudi Arabia, the career-defining moment, I think that was what Anthony Joshua realised he needed to do in the sport of boxing. He doesn't want these smaller fights. He doesn't want to fight mandatories. He wants these big champions like Tyson Fury, these big nights, defining nights in boxing. That is what he wants, and I think the Andy Ruiz Jr. rematch made him realise that. And by saying that he would be willing to take an £8 million cut from the gate in order to do that, then that kind of proves that Anthony Joshua is in this purely for fighting, purely to beat Tyson Fury if he can and become number one. That is what he is interested in, not money. Although he could use the extra money, I mean everyone could use a little bit of extra money, but still, he wants to fight for the love of fighting. He wants to fight to see who is number one, those big career-defining fights. And realistically, how is Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua ever going to really take place? Even if it were to happen next, when is it going to be possible to cram 90,000 people into a stadium where they can see who is the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world? It's not really going to be something that can happen anytime soon because obviously the pandemic. So realistically, there are not going to be big crowds and mass gatherings of people for a long time. I don't believe anyway. So that fight is a long way off. Even Anthony Joshua versus Kubrat Pulev and Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder, those fights are a long way off as well because unless they have them behind closed doors, then again, mass gatherings of people, not going to be the best idea, especially until there is a vaccine available. So at the moment, Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua's fights are both on hold. So what does that mean about Undisputed? That means that Undisputed fight between Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury is even further away now. At the earliest, it was going to be late next year. What happens now? Because obviously, we don't have a new date for Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder. We don't have a new date for Anthony Joshua versus Kubrat Pulev. Will they even happen this year? So that is why Anthony Joshua is trying to get this fight done now. He would rather go into the big fight with Tyson Fury than fight his mandatory Kubrat Pulev because obviously that is the big fight, and again, we don't know when this opportunity could arise. So that is why Anthony Joshua and Eddie Hearn want to make that Tyson Fury fight next. Realistically, is it going to happen? No, because Bob Arum has already explained that Anthony Joshua is crazy for thinking that he could fight Tyson Fury next, even though he is the one who has said he is interested in trying to make that fight next. So obviously, the promoters of Tyson Fury, Bob Arum and Frank Warren's not too much involved with it anymore, but Bob Arum doesn't want to make that fight. He wants Tyson Fury to fight Deontay Wilder. And I mean, there is a contract, so there's not a lot they can do unless they try and make Deontay Wilder step aside. He's not going to do that. So other than that, making Deontay Wilder step aside and obviously Top Rank promote Kubrat Pulev as well as Tyson Fury, so they could do something to make him step aside. But other than that, there's not much they can do to realistically make this undisputed fight happen next. It was likely going to happen late next year at the earliest. When is it going to be pushed back to? Now. Anyway, guys, what are your thoughts on this? Anthony Joshua has explained he would be happy to fight Tyson Fury behind closed doors and miss out on the £8 million that he would receive from the gate. Guys, drop your thoughts in the comments below, click your thumbs up and subscribe if you are new. Thanks guys.